Hi, and welcome back to Chicago Car Club. Today we're going to be taking a look at this really cool, super original 63 Ford Fairlane 500. This is a two-door hardtop. I got to be honest, I got the car. I knew it was largely original and had a ton of documentation. I had no idea that I would be making a claim that I believe it's got the original paint on it still. We'll show you around with a paint gauge and just prove to you the depth of the paint on this car and the fact that we don't see overspray anywhere, and a lot of the bolts under the body panels have been untouched. I would seldom make the claim, but I am going to say this is a very accurate survivor in terms of body. The only thing that I know on this car that was redone were the seats, and they look like they were done with very high-end red material to the original spec. So it's got a couple little blemishes, as you'd imagine. There is no rust on this car whatsoever. It's an automatic. It's a 260 V8, and this was originally a Raven black car over red interior. So again, I want to make the claim that I believe this to be the original paint. A couple small dents up there, very small and not sharp. This car is very well documented. We have the original owner's booklet. We know it traded hands many years ago from the first owner to a gentleman who then sold it to his nephew when he was in his 90s. We have mileage records dating almost back to new. We would claim that the mileage on this car is correct. I believe the carpets are original. There's just, it's so good. It's hard to kind of put into words. We obviously get a lot of cars. I've been doing this a long time. I've had a number of Survivor cars. This car is very nice. And we're going to take a paint gauge and show you. This is measuring from the depth, the outside of the paint down to the metal. This being in the basically under 6 millimeters everywhere is wildly impressive. It's got some rear skirts on it, but we put this on every panel. There is one panel on this car, one area of a panel where I can detect anything that would tell me there was any sort of filler or something other than the original paint, and it's on the very forward edge of this right there, and likely some sort of parking incident or something to that effect. But other than that, deck lid, quarters, sail panels, roof, I mean, this thing checks out. It's nice and straight, as you'd expect. You'll kind of notice when we open the hood and the trunk that, you know, the bolts don't have any marring on the fender bolts, no marring on the hood bolts, no marring on the deck lid bolts. I mean, that's a pretty clear indication if you've got paint this old that stuff hasn't been taken off, that this is likely a original Survivor. I believe it has the original engine and trans. The carb looks correct. The engine number, I'd have to pull the starter. I don't really want to pull anything off the car. I don't think there's any reason. We did not find a build sheet on the car. There are no Marty reports on these, so we do have, and you'll see later, we've got quite a bit of information pertaining to the car in terms of records. It's got new tires, a new brake master, new brake shoes and cylinders. Again, it's a 260 V8. That's a 2-speed Fordomatic automatic transmission. This car came out of the Dearborn plant, and it is a Fairlane 500 two-door hardtop. Seat belts, headliner is super nice. The dome light still works. And when I tell you that everything inside this car works, I was blown away. The original AM radio works properly. The steering wheel is colored into that orange, which is known to happen from new on these. The dash pad is super nice. I believe the only thing done in the interior of this car, again, were recovering the seats. The gauges are super nice and clean. You can see we've got original stickers back here. You can see the bolts. These are all little things we look for on these cars. I know the trunk mat is newer, so this rubber mat, but you'll see when we pull it back, the original cardboards with the original hardware, looking like they have not been removed at any point, still exist in the trunk of this car. It is very seldom we find them this nice. It's had some upkeep under the hood. They've done a good job maintaining the car. Whether or not this sat in a collection, I don't really know. I just know that this car has had what sounds like 3 owners over the course of its life. The grunt of it being from the uncle who sold it to his nephew. It has 78,000 miles on it. Again, I would claim that to be the original mileage of this car based on the logbook. It even has the original 1963 Alabama license plate, which is where the car was originally sold to. Ton of provenance, a lot of authenticity here. Very hard to replicate stuff like this. The pinch welds, the rockers. I mean, this thing is super solid and dry, front to back. And I gotta be honest, it is a blast to drive. It makes great power, drives nice and straight. You'll see we'll get it on the road. Sounds good, it always fires right up. New oil pan gasket we can see, so we know it's been serviced. Again, it's got newer tires on it and new brake equipment in terms of shoes and wheel cylinders. I believe it's a 3.0 rear end gear in it, from what we could decode, and the trim tag also tells us again that the color's original in black and red, black over red, that it was a 3.0 rear end in it, that it was an automatic or a Fordomatic, and you can see under the hood, very solid. Looks like a newer water pump at some point. Again, we see these fender bolts. There's no marring on the bolt heads. There's no chatter around the washers that would tell us somebody had pulled them off, and we see the original stampings on them. The towers are nice and solid. Everything appears to be here. And again, it really runs and drives well. This was a well cared for car. You know, a lot of people will call us and say, oh, it's an original, it's a Survivor. Seldom do I make a claim, if you've watched enough of my videos, because I don't think any classic car is perfect. And I have a hard time when someone tells me a car is perfect, and I look at it, and I think, well, there's a lot of things not perfect. They were not perfect from the factory, to be honest with you. But when I look at this car, it's consistent. It's consistent with what I've seen in true survivors, documented cars that I've owned for a long period of time and know the whole history of. Wipers work, horn works, fans work, radio works, turn signals, headlights, odometer, speedometer. I mean, this thing is awesome. And that's me putting it in gear and it shutting off. Get it out on the road here, Wind it out a little bit. You see it tracks nice and straight, makes good power. Feels really comfortable and confidence inspiring on the road. Stops nice and straight. New tires feel good. Excellent cruise night car. Excellent show car. This car needs to be seen and shown off, without a doubt. Keep in mind it's a Fordomatic 2-speed automatic transmission with a small rear end gear in it, so it winds out in second gear. V8 2-barrel. Again, all looks to be largely original in terms of driveline. Finally, I want to show you some of these service records here, showing it was sold new in Alabama. We've got a logbook again, oil changes, everything, all the info on the car, from single-digit 1,000 mileage up to almost its current mileage. We've got an original brochure with the car. A lot of cool provenance here. We encourage you, please give us a call, text us. Find us online at Chicago Car Club. You can call or text us anytime at 312-420-3696. We look forward to speaking with you. Thank you for watching.